Good evening, everyone. It's your worst nightmare and dream come true. I'm Adrian Hallowell, broadcasting live to you. And, I know this probably is a little bit abrupt, kind of an odd start time for me. I was supposed to start about an hour ago, and, I got kind of hung up on some stuff. But I'm here now, so this might be a shorter stream than usual. But we'll see how it goes. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Sally, for the first. I hope you give me an honest opinion on the tank controls, please. I will let you know for sure. I feel very confident that I'm going to be able to handle it. You know, I'm a veteran when this... I'm a veteran with this kind of stuff, but we'll see. We shall see. Also, I'm still feeling dizzy from the White Day Labyrinth part. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That was, I don't even want to think about White Day right now. There's a sequel, and I'm like, do I do it? Maybe, maybe for next year's White Day. Right now, I'd like to get as far away from White Day as possible. That was quite an experience, but yes, welcome in, Purple. No need to apologize, you're not late. I'm actually the one that's late today. So don't worry about it. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you ate. Welcome in, Sushi. OMG, Dino Crisis is on my list to play. Yeah, I know we were talking about it. And I can't wait to see you play it. This is actually my first time playing it as well, so I understand if you don't want to spoil anything for yourself, but thank you for being here. And also, welcome in, Emerald. Oh, thank you for the VIP badge, of course. Of course. I enjoyed your stream earlier, playing Resident Evil 2 Remake. I hope you're enjoying the game. It seemed like you really were, and I'm glad. You're doing really well so far. Today's not been a good day, so I will be lurking. I'm really sorry to hear that, Purple. Please take care of yourself, and thank you for the lurk. Welcome in, Volgay. Thank you for the hydrate. Thanks, it was good to have you there too, and yes, love it so far. Okay, I took my sip. Yeah, we're here for you, Purple. I hope that things turn around for you. Okay, let's get into our tarot card pull so we can get to the game a little bit faster today. I feel like I've already lost enough time, so... I've nearly died 4 times this week, Bolgate. It's not been good. Oh my god, Purple. I wish I could, wrap some of you in bubble wrap. Please be safe. Okay, actually, I think today's card is pretty good for, a number of us, huh? Today's card is Temperance. Temperance is a card that can be easily summed up as patience, right? It's a card that encourages you to take a breath, take a pause, and try to do your best to achieve a degree of balance in your life, right? When things are feeling stressful, chaotic, out of control, Temperance asks you to take a step back, be patient with everything that's going on, try to find your way in the chaotic flow of what is happening in your life at the moment, and trust that everything is going to be okay, right? This is where you want to move with the current rather than against it, right? Things will get back to a level with which you can tolerate, but you need to be patient, you need to have faith, and you need to be able to have the trust in yourself that you can find your way through something that may feel difficult to navigate, right? So what that means is do your best to keep a hold on your emotions, keep a hold on your feelings, keep a hold on that desire to just kind of pull on your hair and scream or whatever. It will be okay. You just need to have faith in yourself and have faith that you will you'll be swept through that current to calmer waters, because you will be. It's not all about that, right? You have a couple of other meanings here. One of them is a sense of, how would you say, fusion, right? Or blending. This is encouraging you to... God, how do I put this? Because this is kind of a little bit of a complex idea here. Essentially, try to look at some of the things going on in your life, right? Try to see what you can do to bring things together, right? It's kind of building off of that idea of balance. But you take two ideas or more, try to combine them into something that works for you, right? And there's having a hard time coming up with an idea of a example to visualize here. But for instance, I think something that I can relate to right now, because I'm literally doing it, and I'm sure many of you in the chat do it as well. Try and see ways that you can take things that you enjoy doing, combine them in a way that might help you relax better, right? Like taking your hobbies and finding a way to combine them with something that will help you center yourself more, right? Or combine it in a way that will allow you to achieve a greater degree of success. It's all about trying to find a healthy balance where you can get to a better place without sacrificing your sanity, without sacrificing your peace of mind, and without losing, things that are important to you, right? That makes sense. And another meaning to this card in the upright position is a degree of higher learning, right? Not just in an educational sense, but of enlightenment, right? And that, I feel, also handshakes very well with the idea of patience, right? You have faith when you have a sense of, what's the word? Well, I guess enlightenment works well enough. You understand that this too shall pass. You understand that right now is not going to be forever, for better or for worse. And you will eventually move to a different position, likely a better one. So have faith in your third eye, so to speak, your sense of self, and things will get better. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm a little frazzled myself, so funnily enough, I do think that temperance actually is pretty fitting to me today. I've been running around and it's just been kind of non-stop, and a little mildly frustrated because this didn't really come together the way that I was hoping that it would. But, it is what it is, and in the message of temperance, you just got to go with the flow sometimes. So that's what I'm going to try to do, and I hope that those of you in the chat can be able to do the same thing. Especially you, Purple. Please, please. I feel like I repeat myself constantly every stream. But please be careful. You really do worry me. But yeah. That's our card for today, and we're gonna go ahead and move on to the game now. 1 second. My fucking tailbone feels like it got railed by a fuck 2-story drop. Well, Purple, I can only say what I already said. I hope you feel better. Please take care of yourself. I think I resonate pretty well with today's tarot card. Definitely need patience for my personal endeavors, even outside of streaming, to progress. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm glad you can resonate with it. It's a card that gives me a sense of peace when I pull it. I think it can be somewhat of a frustrating card sometimes if you're going through a lot, and I think the last thing anybody kind of wants to be told in a sense ever is to, calm down or relax. But it is something that we need to hear, no matter how we're feeling, no matter whether we're ready for it or not. It's important. And sometimes you'd be surprised how much brighter the world can look after sitting down for a second, catching your breath, taking a sip of water, or taking a nap. As silly as it may sound, but we get into our own heads so much, and we all live with such a high degree of stress every day that just having the opportunity to rest our minds, our body, our spirit, even if it's only for a little bit, when you come out of that state, it really does seem like all of your problems get a little bit smaller. So, yeah, it is really important to do remember that. So, but yeah, anyway, let me move us over. Alright, here we go. I've only ever played about the first 25 minutes of this game. That's all I know of it. So we're going into this pretty much blind. I'm playing this on PS4, so it does have things like save states and whatnot. I'm going to try to keep that to a minimum, but I will use it to my advantage in the sense of if I end up getting up a little bit early, I may just use the save state to come back to it for a future stream rather than using the actual save function. I'm going to try to play this the normal way, to the best of my ability. But yes, thank you for the lurk, Purple. Enjoy your food, please. Enjoy your food. Alright. We are gonna play this on normal.
You have mail. The second report from Military Experiment Facility. Agent name, Tom.
I have successfully infiltrated under the guise of a researcher as planned.
I'm gonna turn the volume up a little bit. It's kind of low.
Development of new type weapons. But I have discovered there is an unexpected individual at this facility. The man is Dr. Kirk, the leading authority of our nation's energy research. Dr. Kirk was alleged to have died in an accident during the course of an experiment 3 years ago. The reports were premature, and it appears that he is currently working as the head of a non-weapon project at this facility. The experiment is in the late stages of development. Regarding the staged accidental death, it appears that this country is somehow involved, recommending that necessary actions be taken immediately.
Refer to the data from Dr. Kirk.
I'm really sorry to hear that, Bolgay. It can be really tough to feel compared to other people, whether they're family or not, but I don't know everything there is to know about your life, but you seem like a really great person, and you're doing your best despite the hardships. I think actually, Temperance is a fitting card for you as well. This is one of those times where, like I was saying, I think the last thing you probably want to hear is, you know, relax or it'll get better. But sometimes it's worth internalizing that, you know, not for the sake of empty platitudes, but for the sake of having faith in yourself that you are a rock in the storm and you're not gonna let it blow you over, right? You know, shit sucks that you're going through, but at the same time you're surviving it, and that's way more than most people can say, and that in and of itself is worth at least internalizing, you know.
It's time. Let's move out.
And hey, don't worry about it. Don't apologize.
What about Cooper?
Forget him. Time's up.
Wait!
Okay, this is the first checkpoint. Playtime is officially over, kiddies. Something's wrong. The lights in the guardhouse are out.
Maybe this has been a wild night of partying for the guards. You know, a little song, a little dance.
Stay here, Junior. Leave the guards to me.
Hey, did you hear what he just called me?
Forget about it. Just let Gale handle this.
All right, it's clear.
Alright, it looks like we're gonna get started now.
Okay, let's do this. I'll infiltrate the facility and occupy the control room on the first floor. I should have access to all the security systems from there. I'll contact you as soon as I've cleared the room.
Alright, let's take a second to get used to these controls here. Pretty standard, it seems. The only problem I can already tell I'm gonna have, and I'm gonna assume this has to do with the PS4 emulator thing, is that there is considerable input delay. And given that I'm assuming these dinosaurs are going to move kind of quickly, might be an issue. No, the input delay is in PS1 too. Oh boy. Well, at least I know I'm not getting a lesser
Let me guess.
experience.
This is some of your handiwork, right?
The brass is still warm. These guards were shooting at something very recently.
So who were they fighting?
This wasn't much of a fight. I don't think these guards hit anything before getting sliced and diced. Whatever they were shooting at came in through there, and ripped right through the steel fence.
Well, the hole is nice and clean. But I still say you could have done this.
Very funny. We still need to figure out what happened here. Continue to sweep the area.
Hope this is not Chris's blood. I, for the life of me, cannot figure out why Capcom has not remade this game yet, or why they seem to be allergic to this series. It has been ripped apart with great force. Given that they're running out of Resident Evil games to remake, I really hope that they consider remaking Dino Crisis. There's absolutely no reason that this series should be on ice. Maybe they think they won't be able to give back what fans want. I mean, maybe. It's such a weird situation. The words backup generator area / ground level are carved into it. You can say this series is extinct. Yeah, so I guess not so fun fact. Weird thing about the series is anybody who knows about Dino Crisis knows that the series shit the bed with Dino Crisis 3, right? Dino Crisis 3 was an original Xbox exclusive, and they decided to make it take place in outer space. And, well, I don't know everything about Dino Crisis because this is my first time playing it. I do know that the second game ends on a cliffhanger, which they chose not to address in Dino Crisis 3, and instead set it in outer space. Yes, space dinosaurs. You could say that that was a trend at the time, because you had games or movies like Jason X, which is the 10th Friday the 13th film, and they decided to set that in outer space as well. I think they also did a Leprechaun in Space movie, in the Leprechaun series. there was a lot of things that were going to space for no reason at that time. I don't know much about dinosaurs, but I don't think they're usually found in space. Yeah, so the reason why they did that, right, was because it was a massive overcorrection. So to my understanding, Dino Crisis 3 was originally supposed to take place in a city. And because of 9/11, they decided they didn't want to invoke that kind of imagery. Even though I don't really see how dinosaurs would have, you know, I get it. But yeah, a lot of things were kind of censoring themselves at that point because of the sensitivity of the time of the issue. And evidently they thought a good idea would be to set it in space so that it would be as far away from a city setting as possible. Never mind the fact that there's a million other things that they could have done, but that is what they settled on. And, yeah, it was already kind of screwed from a, it was already kind of screwed from a story perspective because of that alone. But then, I was actually reading the other day, there was a guy who used to work at Capcom named Seth Killian. Another fun fact, if you know of the Street Fighter character Seth, I believe that he was named after this guy. But anyway, a long time ago on Capcom's forums, years ago, I think he did a Q&A or something like that, and he talked a little bit about Dino Crisis 3. And evidently, one big problem with Dino Crisis 3, even outside of the story, is that the camera system in that game is completely broken. Right? I know a lot of people don't like fixed camera angles. This was not even that. The camera in that game is just completely broken. And evidently, it wasn't even like that for like 90% of development. It was only in the final stretch where they were doing, I think, like bug fixing, that they fixed one bug and it broke the camera. And when they tried to find the guy who had designed the camera system, he had already moved on to a different project and they couldn't even figure out who he was. And so they had nobody on the skeleton crew or whatever remaining who knew how to fix the camera. So at the 11th hour, they ended up having to just essentially bolt on certain camera angles and such. And in that game, there's kind of like this boost system where you have like this jetpack kind of thing. And it'll make you go so fast that it'll make the fixed cameras kind of freak out. Yeah, it's a mess. Long story short. And they shipped the game that way, because that was before, you know, the time where you could just patch stuff. So, yeah, that game was screwed on all fronts, is what I'm trying to say. It goes to show that even one individual can be absolutely paramount to the success of a project. So, yeah, just losing that one guy ruined everything. Absolutely fascinating lore about the game. Thank you. Welcome, Minolandria. I hope you're doing well today. He is checking the ground.
Rick can handle the inside of the facility on his own.
Alright, alright. Let's see, can I quick turn? No, it doesn't seem that I can. Alright, we should have the key. Is that not the key that we picked up? There it is. Cannot be used here. Check. Backup generator area, ground level area. Alright, I guess not. That's the B1 backup area.
Rick here. I'm in. The
progress going with that security system?
I don't know what's been going on here, but it looks like all the power in this facility's been cut.
Same here.
As long as that's the situation, there's not a lot I can do. Why don't you see if you can gain access to backup generators on the ground level?
I'm on it. What are you doing here?
I caught the last part of your conversation.
By the way, I found a key.
Hand it over. Let's head outside.
This guy thinks he's an alpha, doesn't he? Oh boy. People still insist that Dino Crisis 3 and Resident Evil 6 exist when we all know they don't. Neither does Dead Rising 4. That doesn't exist either. I always felt this guy was this game's Nikolai. Interesting. Well, I guess I'll see for myself. He is kind of giving that vibe, though. It's locked. If I'm not mistaken, this is where the part occurs where if you're wondering about the title of the stream, you're about to find out why I called it this. And the line always makes me crack up.
That's disgusting.
This guy's been eviscerated. Something tore his intestines straight out.
Look at those tooth marks. It had to be some sort of animal.
Okay, let's move on.
She doesn't give a crap. Exactly. I love Regina. She just doesn't care. Look at how horrible this is. The state of the blood suggests that the victim died recently. This guy was ripped in half, right? Will you take the med pack? Yeah, we're just gonna loot his eviscerated corpse. Because why not? But, like, this is horrific, right? You'd probably be traumatized if you saw this in real life, and she's just... Well, that's disgusting. I mean, she's not wrong, but... maybe a little insensitive. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, exactly. In all honesty, this is how I wanted Jurassic Park to be, like people with guns versus dinos. You take what you can when shit happens. Yeah, you're right, Bulgay. Yeah, I feel like Dino Crisis is very interesting in that it offers a very interesting, like, alternative kind of horror style because of the dinosaur aspect. That's why it's a shame that Capcom hasn't done anything with it, because I personally feel like, don't get me wrong, I do think obviously there's a place for action in Resident Evil, and especially after playing Requiem, like, it does go to show, like, how well the formula can balance out with the horror aspects as well. But back when they were, like, all in on action, like, Resident Evil 6 and such, it always felt like it made more sense to me for them to have Dino Crisis as their established action series instead of shoehorning it into Resident Evil when it really didn't need to be there, right? Welcome in, Dandy. Thank you for the 10 push-ups. I'll get right on that. Need you to take care of our girl tonight. I don't know if I'll be in any mood after work, Bob. I'm so sorry. Oh, I assume you're talking about Akira. She's streaming tonight, right? I mean, I saw someone's spine and body parts. Jesus. Yeah, although I guess I would kind of expect that. I know the line of work you were in. Sorry I'm late. I was watching a tapir fail to build a beaver colony. Oh, is that Nimmy Nightmare? Were you watching Nimmy? And don't worry, you're not late at all. I kind of just started. I'm actually the one that's late today. 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups. All right. I'm going to do them one after the other. Hold on. Let me get up and do that. Yeah, she's playing Timberborn. Ah. Okay, let me get on that. 1 second, chat. And I'll do the hydrate right after. Right after I'm done. Okay. I actually ended up doing 20 sit-ups instead. Okay, let me take my sip of water now. Okay. Gotta stretch after doing exercise. True. Actually, you should do it before and after. But that is correct. Sushi, we let him do one exercise, then sit back down, and then redeem the other. It's like I'm the only one optimizing comedy. Thank you for the head pat, Sushi. Alright. I am back. Let's get back to the dinosaurs, shall we? It must have been used to carry materials. Okay.
I'll stand guard
Thank you for
here.
the head pat,
Go inside
Salandra.
and take a look around.
By the way, I don't want to give anything away about it, but I did kind of start to enter into something I'm intending to do, art and model wise, but just put a pin in that and we'll return to that at some point. It appears to be a notice. Avoid using the batteries from the other floor, and vice versa. New art model things. Yeah, so, something art-wise that is, indicative of something I want to do with my model. And I need to, in order to do the thing with my model, I do need a reference, so that's all I'm gonna say. Hopefully it'll be done soon. A pin like the globe puzzle, yeah, exactly. I just looked at my phone and Icarus is finally 6 fucking days away. A power distribution device that distributes electricity to the various areas of the facility. Hey, welcome in, Mist. Thank you for the lurk. Hold on, everybody, let me give her a shout out. Please, everybody, go follow Mistlock. She's a joy to watch. Very, very fun to hang out with as well. And just know that it is your civic duty, if you watch a Mistlock stream, to boop her nose. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Hey, thank you for the gift subs, Bolgay. I appreciate that, thank you. Battery charger. If I set the battery here, I can charge it. Her banner, I'm wheezing. What is her banner? Let me see. I'm pretty sure I've seen it before, but I see so many banners on Twitch all the time that I am blanking right now. Oh, I see. Alright, let's see. Battery charger. We actually, I'm actually going to be in a collab tomorrow with Mist. And Mari and Akira. We're going to be playing the game Yap Yap. So you can look forward to that. Hopefully my laptop holds up. I am, crossing my fingers on that because, it held up pretty well for Super Battle Golf. So, we'll see. It's always kind of a crapshoot when it comes to, me and PC games on my laptop, so we'll see how it goes. If I set the battery here, I can charge it. Did I pick up the battery? I can't remember. Don't think so. There are 3 buttons. Which button will you press? Okay, so we've got a puzzle here. Alright, hold on. I'm assuming we have the solution right here. There's a switch. Will you press it? No, not yet. I'm guessing we gotta get them to line up, right? So it should be red, blue, green, and then white? Okay, now it should be okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I think we've got power. Alright, I don't think we can do anything with that just yet. That doesn't sound good. Yap Yap is fun, I only played once. I've never played it before, so I'm looking forward to it. I kinda don't really know a whole lot about it. I just know I think you're playing as wizards or something. So it should be exciting. But if you also own it, then that's good to know. Then maybe that can also be a thing we can play together. Repo but wizards pretty much? Okay. Oh boy, here they come. Alright, I'm just gonna run. Let's follow the blood trail. Here's what to expect from Yap Yap. Mari is going to turn Akira into a fish. I recall that message being passed on. I wonder if she remembers that threat. Is that the one where you need to say the spell names on the microphone? Oh dear. Oh, he just hops over, huh?
It's Gale. I lost him.
So what's the bad news? Did you run into some guards?
You're not gonna believe this. He was attacked by some kind of dinosaur.
Now that's a good one. So, who was it? Barney?
This isn't a joke, you idiot. We were just attacked by a big-ass lizard.
For real? What's going on over there? Alright. Head over to the control room and we'll sort out this whole...
Dude, she's telling you what's happening. Oh my god. I have a lot of friends Sloppy Toppy games because I used to host a community nights a few times a month. Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, I want to kind of do that sort of thing with my community as well. But I'm still very much in the process of growing. As you can see, I still only have 77 followers, so... But hopefully eventually, I'd like to do that kind of thing. I used to actually do that sort of thing a long time ago. For part of a community that I was in. So, I'd like to do that kind of thing again. Eventually. Okay, Alright, so I need to... How do I even get over there? Kinda looks a little disembodied, right? I think he'll get there in no time. We'll see. I'm not really, too pressed about growing quickly. But... I don't think I'm the type of, streamer that, that would net a particularly large following, but we'll see. Never say never. I'm sure everyone here would love to have a community night with you. I know I would. Among Us is pretty fun. Yeah, so I kind of talked about this a little bit in my last stream. But I have played Among Us a few times before. And yeah, every single time that I play Among Us, everybody always targets me first. Whether it's the killer or the people believing that I'm the killer when I'm not the killer. I'm always the first suspect. For whatever reason. I don't know why, but everybody always accuses me first. New mission, get Adrian over 200. A notice is posted. 10 a.m. Dr. Kirk's lecture. The future of the stabilizer. There's a ventilation opening. I believe that I can reach it by climbing. You want to climb to the ventilation opening? Not yet. I know that this thing right here on the wall is supposed to be a, supposed to be for, like, fires, right? I don't feel like I've seen this in real life, but I feel like I see it in many games. Like that particular style of panel. Blame Adrian. I'm sure it would have happened even if I didn't open my mouth. That usually means you're too much of a threat to let go. It's your deadpan delivery. Hard to tell if you're hiding something. I guess that could be it. Door is locked from the other side. Okay. I think it's Japanese, but unsure if it's in other countries. I was wondering that. Because I have seen that sort of thing, like, in videos of different places in Japan, and I've seen it in anime and stuff, but I've never, like, actually seen it in person. So I do think that's interesting, because you can actually see that, like, in the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes and stuff like that, and, like, some of the buildings, you can see, like, that same sort of panel. It's just kind of interesting, because, of course, those games are set in the US. Nah, I trust Adrian with my life. Thank you, Bolgay. At least I have one person in my corner. Yep, I recall it from earlier. Yeah. Yeah, I think you ran past it quite a few times. These devices seem to control the power distribution of this facility. Okay, something to keep in mind for later. Will you climb down? Sure, why not? I'm gonna have to leave, Adrian. I'm having rib pain. It's getting horrible. Oh god, I'm sorry to hear that, Sally. Please rest up. Have fun and take care, everyone. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here. Don't worry, I'm probably not going to be on too long because I'm quite hungry and everything, and I will be playing. This is probably going to be the next consistent series I play on here, so you're not going to miss much. So yeah, please take care of yourself and get some rest. Did something just... Well, I guess it's doing its job for me, right? And by all means, knock yourself out. Can he actually die this way? I mean, I'll leave him to it. He seems like he's having fun. Hey, I'm in your corner helping you throw off the doubters. Thank you, Dandy. But yeah, you know, a community night would be really fun. If that's something you would all be into, then I would definitely be cool with arranging that sort of thing. There's a lot of games I wouldn't mind playing with everyone. Among Us definitely would be fun. The Jackbox games are fun. We'd have to do like a poll in the server to see what all consoles and stuff everybody has, because then that would also like determine it. Because I feel like something that would be fun would be like a Mario Kart tournament or something like that. But of course, like if people don't have Switches and whatnot, we could just adjust and play other games. So yeah, we could try to like arrange that sometime. Okay, that's not totally true. I'm in Chaos's corner. But Bolge is like having an army at your back. I'd be down, just have to make sure I'm off that day. Yeah. Well, I'm happy to see so much interest. Okay. Then, yeah, we will arrange it. Yeah, because I know I probably also need to set it up in a way where certain people aren't streaming, because I know that Purple and Bolge are mods for Akira. So I know that that would conflict with that, so... Which not everybody has to be there, but you know, at least if we want to try to like arrange it to at least give everyone a chance to be there, then I'd have to try and set up like a specific calendar date for it. So we'll see. We'll try to work out the details. Thank you, Sushi, for corralling those votes. I appreciate that. Increases the potency of items with anesthetic properties. Okay. It's okay, we can make it work, don't worry. Where is the map? Where am I? Okay, so I'm kind of close, right? How about the store? I'll be fine either way. Okay. I just want to, you know, just try to be considerate. I don't want to, create a conflict for anybody if we do that. Alright, so that doesn't turn off. Alright, I guess we're gonna go up. Was there a door back here? Yeah. Has been locked with the digital disc key, DDK. You must check the device next to the door. Set the DDK device, which we do not have. So let's go upstairs. I honestly like to see what Regina would look like in the RE engine. I feel like they would do a really good job. She would look really cool. Oh god. This, how do I check my health? Alright, I think he's dead. The, alright, shotgun bullets. I don't think, there's an easy way to tell what my health is, right? Oh wait, actually, I think it's the color behind her portrait there. That might be the way I tell. I have a fat ass too, probably. Need to work on that gunplay and sound, and gun sound. Sounded like a popgun. Yeah, this thing, let me tell you, it has no power behind it. Seems like this was once a beautiful picture. What kind of standard issue gun is this? Let me actually check and see. Does it tell me? It's a Glock 34. Easier handling but modest stopping power. Does that sound like a Glock 34 to you, Bulgay? Yeah, that's what it says. Oh shit. Sorry, didn't mean to wake you. Chemical manual. It is a brochure of a pharmaceutical company. Will you read the file? Wouldn't happen to be Umbrella, would it? New product descriptions. Recovery aid. Anesthetic aid. Intensifier. Multiplier. The 4 chemicals listed above feature our company's latest advancements. They are designed to perform exceptionally, particularly on the front lines, where only the minimum amount of equipment is accessible. Features: by mixing chemicals, the following 2 types of supplies can be created. Recovering type. It quickly recovers lost vitality. Anesthetic type. Applied to the head of a bullet or needle, it can put the target to sleep. Really? Interesting. I might have to use that. Supplies that are produced by chemical mixing can be made even more effective with additional mixing. Okay, for those not subbed, we have a ad break starting in 50 seconds. But let me see if I can... If I can put the bullet in that. Select the mix icon on the subscreen before use. Okay. Don't know how to do it. I want to make a, I guess a tranquilizer bullet, right? God, he's gonna jump me. So that's a long version of a Glock 17. It's a 5-inch barrel, usually used for competition. However, because of the setting and time, the longer sight radius usually means you can be more accurate. It's a 19mm pistol, usually carries 17 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. I would hope that it would have more power than what it's putting out. I mean, I know these are dinosaurs, so they can probably take more, but it sounds so weak. It really does. Ow. Okay. I have no way of telling right now. Yeah, I don't know the code to that. Alright, you are having a little bit too much fun over there. Stops your bleeding but will not recover your health. Interesting, so there's a blood system, if you will. Okay. Holy shit. He just knocked my gun out of my hand. I didn't even realize that that could happen. Right, sounds like an RE1 pistol. Yeah, it does. How do I... Okay, there we go. Alright, I desperately need... a shotgun. So I can't get in here, right? Okay. Let's keep going. That's kind of neat as a mechanic. Yeah, it's cool, but it's definitely gonna be, it'll be fun to deal with. I desperately need something with more power. This gun is not gonna do anything but tickle them. Fun, exactly. Yeah, like when you tried to set all the zombies in the jail free. That kind of fun. A memo from an antenna operating engineer. Will you read it? Yes. As a result of tonight's experiment, a strong magnetic storm may occur. Consequently, the communication department will close at 6 p.m. At that time, the antenna will be temporarily stored. To prepare for the emergency, be sure to check the weapons storage locker in the lounge. You can unlock it with the combination 8159. There's our code. Recently, inexperienced guards have been assigned here, and a common problem is that they do not know how to use the DDK. Here are some points that may not be clear in the manual. Make sure that your staff becomes familiar with this important information. After you set the DDK to the door's locking device, you'll be asked to enter the password code. You will then need to derive the code by using the basic elimination rule. Eliminate the key letters to reveal the correct code. Be sure to try this out by setting an actual DDK to the door locking device. For example, code OXPYEZN, key XYZ. In the above case, the correct password would be open. Got it. Actually do kind of understand that. Weirdly enough, it reminds me of some of the training they have you do for trying to learn Python, which I've been attempting to do, but, you know, not great at it. But it does kind of remind me of that, of like the Caesar cipher, or whatever it is that they have you do. I might slip into a nap, but I'll be listening. No worries. Yeah, thank you for the lurk, Emerald. And thank you for dropping by. Yeah, please, if you can get a nap, that would be, you know, that would be great. All right, let's see. There's a slot for the antenna activation key, which we do not have. Thank you for cataloging that in the chat, Bulgay. I appreciate that. I need to figure out how to make those tranquilizer bullets. That's going to probably be our lifeline. Mixing this with another medicine will allow you to multiply that item. Interesting, okay. I just want to go home. I'm sorry, Purple. When did they let you out? Door is locked on the other side. I do wish that we had a quick turn in this game. Of course, dinosaurs know how to open doors. Why wouldn't they? Whenever the electrician comes. My God. Am I out of bullets? Yes, I am. Shit. This is, not a great start. I wasn't expecting some of these mechanics. My God, he opened it again? You can remodel your handgun into a Glock 35 by using this. Okay, so we modified the gun. We now have a Glock 35. The 40 Smith & Wesson bullets, is that what that means? Or 40 S&W bullets are usable. I don't... God. Losing too much. Ah. We need to find that shotgun, like yesterday. The fact that they can open doors is like... I don't understand how, but... not very helpful for us. And I need ammo. Need the entrance key to open that door. Still gonna lurk, but when did you take your hat off? Actually, I didn't put it on for this stream. Sometimes I alternate between the two. Today wasn't feeling like a hat day. Alright, let's try going in here. See, my apologies. No worries. Control room. Nine millimeter parabellum bullets, okay. Now can I reload? Oh my god. You can store medical supplies in this emergency box. You need a plug to open the emergency box. You do not have enough plugs. This is going to be a... This is going to be an interesting game, resource management-wise.
What's our status?
This security system is a snap for me. Real amateur stuff. So, what exactly happened to Gale? You said that he was attacked by a dinosaur?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I just hope he's still alive. Anyway, our first priority is to complete the mission.
What we ought to do is just call in the chopper and get off this death trap.
That's a great idea, but Cooper has the radio, and he's missing. Hey, what's with this monitor?
That's the security monitor for the underground area. The camera's offline.
So I take it that means power still hasn't been restored to the area.
Exactly. They must have that area wired to a different power system than the ground level.
We can investigate that area after we finished our sweep of the ground level.
Okay, then I'll take care of the shutters that are blocking the way. You work your way in, grab the dock, and then rendezvous back here.
Alright. That doesn't help our ammo deficiency problem, but... ID card is required to operate the elevator. It's a security control panel. The screen shows a ground area.
Yeah. Now what I want to know is where those things are coming from.
Can we open this? Nothing. Nope. Alright. So we need to do something about the power. What about through here? Management office. There we go. Oh my god. To quote Leon, hello gorgeous. Finally, we have a shotgun. Not looking so good. Appears to be a panel that can unlock certain, or an electronic lock. You got the panel key too. A metal and 3 symbols are carved into this panel. Nice shotgun, yeah. Yeah, we needed that badly. Now, hopefully I have enough bullets to get revenge on some of those dinosaurs. There's a lock. There's a panel on the door to release the lock. It isn't working now. Can I use the new thing I just got? I guess not. What happened to this guy? He's been gouged in the torso. Oh, I guess I could have come to that conclusion without the flavor text. Personal property of the guardsman, nothing useful. I think there's supposed to be safe room music in here. Computer has not been turned on. The guard rotation schedule is posted here. On the screen is an email titled New Employee Education. Will you read the email? Yes. Please inform the new employee assigned to this department about the DDK system as follows. The Digital Disk Key, or DDK, is a system that secures our most important areas with an advanced locking device. To release the locks protected by the DDK, prepare and set the following 2 data disks at the locking device near the door. DDK code disk X, DDK input disk X. The type of DDK you need is indicated on the door. A, B, etc. If the DDK type you use does not match, you cannot release the lock. Before operating the system, make sure that your DDK type matches the door you wish to unlock. That kind of reminds me of a mechanic in the RE2 remake. I wonder if it's going to work the same way. Collected the code disk with the same mark and set both to the parts of the door. Okay, that's the disk H. Alright, something seems to be inside this cardboard box. The plug. Used for red, green, and yellow boxes. Multiple plugs may be necessary. Files are scattered. Okay, we can save. So this is a safe room.
Already? That was quick. Thanks.
Hey girl, just get going.
Okay. Let me, let's switch to the shotgun. Oh my god. Even with the shotgun, these guys are still just not having it. This is going to be a rough game. I was waiting for the shotgun to, like, have a nice, satisfying sound, and it just didn't happen. It still sounds like a toy. Select the input disk with the same mark and set both parts into the door. We got code H. It can tranquilize with a single shot, but the effects do not last long. We have 3 darts. I don't care, I'll take it. Documents on security. Anything in these boxes? Some of the researchers' belongings. Okay. An old poster. An old poster of a glamorous lady. She appears to be smiling. So I see something real quick. Okay. There it is. I wasn't wrong. There is safe room music. Yes, because I've listened to this track a lot. I really do like it. There is a panel here that accepts a numeric code. Will you enter a number? I do not know the number. Let's see. It appears to be a panel that can unlock an electronic lock. Let me see, did I pass anything where I could use this? Let me think about it for a second. Let me try something. No, that won't work. Never mind. Alright. Yeah, I don't think we use it there. Alright, we'll come back to that. No, we're not going to save again. Not after that. Just in case. I'm still bleeding everywhere, right? Let me use a hemostat. So that seems to attract them even more. Alright, that opened that. We might be able to get into that door upstairs now that we have the DDK thing. I don't know if we're missing a disc. But we'll see. Oh, that's cool. It actually changes the animation for going up and downstairs depending on your status. Like of health. It's actually nice attention to detail. Only thing I'm not liking so far is the inventory system is a little needlessly complicated. I think the Resident Evil games have a much more intuitive way of handling that. Alright, so if we remove DCFGI. Yeah. Alright. Chief's room.
Rescue team?
Yes I am. Do you know where I can find Dr. Kirk?
That fool. What's he plotting now?
What are you talking about?
Here. Take this.
What's this for?
I don't know. Told me extremely vital.
It's another one of those things, this time SOL, which I guess that is pretty pretty fitting to our situation. Alright, panel key 1. More shotgun bullets, yes please. Various miniatures are lined up here. They all seem to be weapons. Be nice if I could take some. Another input disc. A commemorative medal is displayed here. There are 2 slots under the frame where panel keys can be inserted. Okay, wait. Wait a minute, no. Wrong one, right? Let me take a look at these. See, like, this is what I'm talking about. You're supposed to use these panel keys here, I'm assuming. Because they do resemble the images on them. But unlike in Resident Evil where you can immediately see what you're looking at, they just kind of have the names of everything here, and then you have to click and then check, rather than just kind of see what they look like in the inventory. It just feels like needlessly increasing the steps that you need to take. Not a fan of that. Alright, that one should go there. And then... right there. You have to be kidding me. We needed those 2 things to open this panel in the first place, just for to be met with a safe. I have no clue what the password is. Should I know? Oh my god.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
God, I'm gonna use up all my shotgun ammo. Maybe it knows the code. To be honest, maybe it does. Please leave me alone. Dear Lord. Small objects are neatly placed here. Is there no hints about the combination to that? Well, I guess we'll just not know. So we'll have to come back here. Like, I really need this right now. I don't think I have any health. Wait, can I come back to life? Give you... Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Resuscitating medicine. Oh, that's weird. It acts like a continue, rather than putting you back where you were. Yeah, this game is going to take a little bit of getting used to. It's kind of... odd. Not even sure what your health bar is. You said it was a color in the background. That's what I thought, maybe. But it doesn't even look like it's changing color. So I don't know how I'm supposed to tell what my health is besides, you know, when you start bleeding and limping. Which is not a very helpful sign. Check the map. Okay, I still don't have what I need back there, so we're not going to go in that direction. Seems like that's it. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, we're just gonna... Yeah, not that way, not that way. We're gonna try and go out here. It's interesting how this game regresses with the UI compared to Resident Evil. Yeah. And it's weird too, because this game came out in 1999, which is the same year as Resident Evil 3, which had a lot of improvements to the UI and just general function. Like, RE3 feels really good to play, and it doesn't have these kinds of issues. So I don't really see why this game is so weird. I mean, I like it, don't get me wrong, it's just, it feels its age compared to, in my opinion, RE2 and RE3 don't really feel like games from 1998 and 1999 with how intuitive they are to play once you figure them out. Like, the biggest hang-up I think someone might have for them would be the camera angles and tank controls. But those are very easy to figure out. I think the thing most new players don't do is, like, just take a second, like, find a safe area and just practice. Like, if you find a safe room like this and just mess around and train yourself, you can get over it pretty quickly. You learn how to maneuver around the awkwardness of it. But every other function of the game, outside of that having a little bit of a learning curve, functions very well, right? This game, however, it just, I don't know, all of its functions are really odd. Like, even when you get a new weapon, like when I got the shotgun, you have to go to the menu, go to equip, go to equipped weapon, and then you have to come up here, press it, press equip, and then they actually don't start you with bullets. Like, you have to equip the bullets manually even though you already have bullets. It's so weird. Very odd game design. Alright, that was the control room. We were already in there. We still can't open that because it's red. That's a lot of button inputs for switching weapons. Yeah, right? No, we're not going to use the plug yet. It's also weird that it seems like there's these, like, boxes in the wall where you can store stuff, but they don't seem to function like the safe room boxes in Resident Evil. It's all very obtuse. Alright, let me, take a quick glance around. There has to be some sort of indicator for that password, right? Maybe they were experimenting back in the day. I don't remember how much was standardized at the time of this game's release. Yeah, I mean, that could be the case. I kind of feel like it's weird because it feels like they were trying to, like, differentiate it from Resident Evil, maybe a little bit too much, by changing the UI. Because there's, like, this is just bad, honestly, compared to the, even the first Resident Evil's user interface was more intuitive than this. I don't know why they decided to make it so complicated. Two's caboose. Looks like an RPG pause menu. Yeah. But even then, it's so weird because it's like, it doesn't even feel as intuitive as those, if I'm honest with you. Plus, there's an input delay on everything that just makes it all feel very laggy. And there's a button that takes you completely out of the menu, and then a separate button to backspace 1. Like, it's so weird. I wish I could kind of like I wish there was a way I could pass you the controller so you could feel it for yourself. It's so awkward. Almost forgot you mentioned an input delay. Yeah. Everything you're seeing me do, like every step and every time, like, if I press the button... Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. When I go to aim, I'm gonna tell you when I press the button. Okay, I pressed it now. See that? Now. It's weird. And I don't really feel like it lets me react quick enough. Alright, I'm gonna try something real quick. Let's get the handgun. Okay, so I can't actually use the dart rounds in the handgun, right? So let's change the shotgun and equip the darts. I want to see how it works putting these guys to sleep. Take a nap. Alright. Maybe I'll actually have a little bit of time to explore now. Alright, I got the thing that was in the safe over there. Oh wow, that really, really doesn't last long. It's a few seconds at best. That really sucks. Like, no help whatsoever right now. Let me see if the door is open now over here. No, it's still locked from the other side. And I don't think we have the proper electronic key for this, right? Yeah, antenna activation key. We do not have that. And this little file here... Okay, so here's another thing I don't like, right? The notes, they don't go into a file in your inventory like in Resident Evil. You have to go back to where you read the note, like in the world, to reread the note. That really sucks. So kind of like you were saying in your stream, this is one of those games where you got to get out the pen and paper. Unless I'm missing something, I mean. Oh, there's a quick turn. Right trigger does a quick turn. Interesting. That helps a little bit. But yeah, there's no file here, if you notice. You get your items, equip, our map, and then the mixture screen. Which even that is kind of annoying, right? Because, you know, in Resident Evil, you can just combine right from the item menu. So it's all needlessly split up. I'm free, fuck yes, I'm in a horrible mood. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that, but I'm glad that you're at least free. Yeah, please get yourself home and relax. You've earned it, Purple. I don't mind pen and paper sometimes, but for in-game files, it might be hard to jot everything down. Yeah. Yeah, especially when there's pertinent clues in there. It would kind of help to be able to just reference it. Wish I knew what the code was for the safe under that. I feel like I should know it, but I don't recall coming across anything. Have a theory for the safe code? Please, by all means, I'm all ears. Oh, this moves. It said SOL and LEO on those things that you inserted into the panel, yeah. Yeah, it's, these right here. That's the first one. And then, that's the second one. Do you see it? Let me see. Come on, please. Actually, how many numbers does a safe take? Let's go find out. Because I don't know if it's different from the other safe. It should be 4, though. Because I was thinking before, that the code might be, like, the, letters corresponding to where they're located in the alphabet. But let's see. Alright, that one goes there. Nope, actually. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take 6. So it might actually... It might not be a bad theory. If nothing else, we can always give it a shot. Yeah, perfect, yeah. Alright, let's see. Well, actually, you know what? Hold on. Wouldn't that work? Alright, you know what? Let's give it a shot. But hold on 1 second. 1 minute, chat. I just gotta check on something real quick. Hold on. Should only take me a second. Okay, I'm back. Hey, welcome in, Crypt. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate that. No, I had to lurk for a while when it's Dino Crisis. Yeah, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate that. Thank you, Emerald. And thank you for the hydrate. Let me take a sip real quick. Okay. Alright, let's give this a shot. Yeah, I'll probably go probably another 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and, probably hop off and get something to eat. Got Chinese food, and I can smell it. It's making me hungry, so probably gonna go ahead and do that. But I want to see if this works first, so let's see. So is it SOLLEO, right? So S would be, give me a second, let me think. Should be 19, right? Now that's kind of odd, right? I mean, let's give it a shot. So I'll... Yeah, see, that's not gonna... Can't do it for every single letter. That's what I was kind of thinking. It won't work when you have letters that correspond to double-digit placement in the alphabet. Right? Unless I'm massively overthinking this right now. Little. My theory's right, but I'll let you handle the rest. I mean, unless they're not letters and they're numbers, but I don't think that would be the case because the L throws that off. I feel like I'm overthinking this to the max right now. Because then there's always the possibility that, I missed a note or something. Let me see something. Alright, I was trying to make sure I'm not crazy as far as the placement here. Alright. Let's see. 5. Nope. Damn, what am I missing? Hey, welcome in, Chew. Thank you for the raid. Yes, welcome, Chew. Welcome in, Raiders. I am Adrian Hallowell. I'm a Cursed Witch VTuber. I'm currently playing Dino Crisis. Trying to figure out this puzzle right here. Feeling a little silly. How'd your stream go, Chew? What were you playing? And to everybody that came in with the raid, if you have to raid and run, I completely understand. Please do what you gotta do. Go eat, sleep, take care of yourselves, do whatever you gotta do. Thanks for coming along. I appreciate it. It might help to look at the keys themselves again. Let's take a look. Three symbols that are carved into this panel. I'm here. Welcome in. What were you doing? What were you playing tonight? Sushi's been popping in and out as well. Hey, there she is. I didn't leave your stream to check on Adrian. Okay, so I think I kind of see kind of an idea of something, but let's see. Alright, let's try this again. She hates me, don't worry. I'm sure she doesn't hate you. Just. Don't be stupid before I spank you. Alright. No. And there goes that theory. I'm gonna yell at you later tonight when we play Peak. How many of you are gonna play Peak? I'm not actually sure how many people can play that game at once. Is it just 4 people? Sushi? Also, Emerald, I'm curious. What's your theory? You won't be able to, and I pass you right away and I'll be at the top waiting. There's a mod for more people. Oh, okay, so kind of like in Lethal Company. Okay. We're doing the unlimited players mod. You're like right there? Okay. Sorry, OBS decided to freak out for a second. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's see. I'm writing it out and I'm just trying to think about it. Because the thing I'm noticing, and I don't know if this is what you're getting at here, is that the metal is upside down, right? Not like how it appears on the actual card. So I'm thinking we flip it upside down, right? That's what I was thinking before. The only thing is... Okay, wait, let's see. 3... 7... Nope. How about we stop yelling at each other in Adrian's stream? Let's be good noodles till later on. No, it's okay. It's entertaining. But I will have to, let's see, do I make the awful pun? Fine, I'll do it. I'll have to, peek into your Peak stream later and see how that goes. I'm curious to see how many people you, corralled together for that, if you're doing the unlimited mod. Speaking of which, Sushi, do you, Leon would be proud of you. Do you, play Lethal Company at all? Have you ever played that game before? I have it. Have you ever played it, or do you just own it? Alright, if this is it, I'm gonna be really mad. Jesus Christ, okay. See, I was only thinking that the other one was upside down. Not the other one. Like the metal one. Ah, whatever. That did not need to take that long. Letter L is carved into the card. Yeah, because see, looking at it... Okay. I get what they were trying to hint at, right? Because looking at these two, the metal on the right, you can clearly see is upside down. But the one on the left, because of its shape, It's the same shape no matter what, whether you flip it upside down or not. But I see now that with the weird little like engraving in the center of it, that was supposed to be the clue that that was like the face of it. So that one was upside down as well. That's why I was stumped. I have played it, been a while though. That could be another fun thing. I really like that game, actually. Alright. But thank you, Emerald. I appreciate that. You are far smarter than I. Alright, now where do we use this? Probably, actually, you know what? I think I know where we might be able to use this. But let's go see. Same here, I played it 2 times and stopped, so don't get people. Oh, are you talking about Lethal Company? Because, yeah, I don't know, maybe we could work something out. That would be pretty fun. I'm always looking for an excuse to play that game. There are games... Okay, got it. Yeah, there are certain games that are really fun to play, but, unfortunately, if you don't have a consistent group of people to play with, it's like... impossible. I would love it very much if the lasers would kill them. But I think he's just gonna be in a stun loop. I liked it. I'm pretty useless at it though. I think I had the more players mod. And the Skinwalker mod that records your voice. I haven't actually played it with any mods yet. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't care about anything like that. I'm not a pro player by any means myself. I just like playing the game. Alright, do I want to waste another dart on this guy? Alright, let's just let him knock himself out and run past him. There's still no indication about what the code there is, unless I missed something. I feel that my usual collab mate went on an extended hiatus when before we plus 2 more random folks would do collabs pretty regularly. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's when you have like a general group that you normally like defer to and then everybody becomes busy, it becomes really hard to arrange that kind of thing, and it's already hard enough to arrange that sort of time because everybody's got different stuff going on in their lives. But I mean, if any of you ever want to, you know, play something that you think I might be interested in, or whatever, you know, feel free to reach out. Because I'm pretty open to it, and I'm pretty flexible as far as trying to figure out a good time to do so. I would be more than happy. Alright, I don't think this is gonna work, but let's try it. Nope, can't be used here. I think I had that mod, but it didn't work for me, Sushi. That's the one. I want to try with it. Fortnite. I mean, I am going to be playing Fortnite with Sushi on Sunday. We were originally, actually supposed to be playing it, I was hoping to play it today, but, I ended up being unable to do that because the entirety of my, morning was, or yesterday I should say. The entirety of my morning today was completely taken up. That's why the stream almost didn't happen. I was busy pretty much all day long. You've got to be kidding me. I really hope that didn't take health from me, because if it did, that would be pretty screwed up. Right, it's still not the appropriate key for that. Where the hell do I use this thing? And it really doesn't help that the map here also does not label what rooms are what. These are the worst kinds of maps. I hate this so much. Again, it's so weirdly backwards from Resident Evil. Just zero details on anything. Alright, I know that that room also had a slot for a battery, but we still don't have that, so... Alright, so clearly not this way. We need to get to a point where we have a healthy supply of ammo. Or at least find a way to, I guess, craft stronger ammo? I don't even know. Alright, let's go to that middle drop point. Can't remember where that takes me. See, one drawback as well about this game compared to the Resident Evil games is that this one uses 3D environments. And so the problem with that... Yeah, that just takes us here. The problem with that is that the pre-rendered backgrounds in the classic Resident Evil games allowed them to better differentiate what you were seeing. Whereas, because the PlayStation was not a very powerful console, making use of full 3D like this means that a lot of the environments look very samey. This is not the only game where that's a problem from this era. Oh my god. This is just bullying at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really try to figure this out. This is a stalker horror game from how persistent they are. Yeah, it's kind of feeling like that, right? With, because they can open doors and everything. Like, that's the thing that's pissing me off right now. They're so overpowered compared to, any of the abilities that they give to you, which is to say, pretty much nothing. This feels like a game where we should be a little bit more capable. Like, I'm not saying that we should have a ton of, like, ammo or whatever, but it just feels so strange to me that this game also came out in 1999, and you have none of the flexibility or smoothness present in RE3. Feels very stilted, and I have no idea where to go, to be honest. They really just don't help you at all with the way that these things look. Keycard that can unlock an electronic lock. I mean, I can try the main area again. Just gotta remember how to get there without, without dying. Okay, this is gonna take me directly out to the other side, right? Let me go back through the vents instead, so I can bypass the freaking dinosaur. Yeah, let's go up this way. Okay, there we go. Alright, maybe back here. Because we can use this here, right?
I've unlocked the shutters near the entrance. One more thing. I just caught a glimpse of something on the monitor that looked human. It should be somewhere near the front of the training room. So, check there first.
The comms audio is also super low. It's hard to hear. Okay, how do we get there? It is necessary to set both the code and input DDK devices. And we don't have that, right? We only have... And actually, that should be what they're asking for now. A DDK device, a simple N is inscribed. The DDK that contains the correct information is required to release this lock. You set it? Yes. To release the lock, it is necessary to set both the code and input devices. I guess we're missing a code disk or something. I don't know. It's also... it's also needlessly complicated. It's not gonna be that way. And we're missing an entrance key to go that way. So I see where it wants us to go. But how do I get over there? Alright, we're gonna put this guy to sleep because I don't have a whole lot of bullets here. Wrong way as well. Yeah, my apologies, chat. I am having a hard time getting used to how little information is properly conveyed in this game compared to Resident Evil. It's more of a learning curve than I expected. Like, the controls are whatever. It is more so the function of everything else that is throwing me off a bit. Take a nap. Alright, so I know the map is saying to go this way. I just don't know if there's actually a door on the other side, because I don't see an entrance on the map to get over there. But there's no entrance anywhere to get into that room. So I guess we might as well just, wing it. Alright, how about I save my time for a second? I'm just gonna rewind. Shoot that guy. Don't worry, I won't be using that often. I just want to make sure, because I can't even trust that I'm reading this map right. Trying to see if this is even the right place to go. This is a generator room, and it's a dead end, right? Yeah, there's no entrance, because you can see there's no, like, no room on either side. So let's see, how far can I go back? Oh wow, it goes back very far. Okay, let's come back right here. And instead... That's pretty handy. Yeah, it's because I'm playing the PS4 version, and it's emulated, so it has the little save states and stuff. I'm trying to keep it honest and play it the way you're supposed to play it. I'm just trying to save a little time right now, because right now the confusion is more so on my side. I'm trying to read this map and understand how all of this works. And I don't want to put chat through a billion deaths and reloads and everything, when honestly the fault right now is with me. I don't mind personally, it saves you time, this is true. But you're also talking to the person that decided to play White Day twice in one stream. Instead of just looking up the ending. That's it for my shotgun bullets. I don't think that this is gonna work here, but... trying everything I can right now. Alright, so as expected, no. Where the hell does this key card go? Won't be over there because that door is locked from the other side, so... So let me think. It cannot be... the main door downstairs. It's not the activation key, so it's not that. There's nothing else in that office. Don't think there's anything else in there. Yeah, the map doesn't show any other exits or anything. So it's not that room. What place have we not explored yet? And if there happens to be any Dino Crisis super fans lurking in the chat, please feel free to pipe up. I don't mind the help. Alright, now, not here, because this takes you out to the starting area. So it's not this. We can't go out the main door. We can't go back there because of a bunch of jargon about something. We're missing some kind of disc, I guess. Even though I have the DDK device thing. And when we look at the map here... Safe room is in the middle. There's a locked door at the end of the hall. I can try that. Let's, do that. What DDK? This thing right here. We have the input disc here. But apparently, I guess we don't have the main device. We had it before because that's how we opened the other place, but now it's telling me that we don't have it. So what the heck is happening right now? Oh, he was... I don't know why this is, open now. Alright, whatever. I guess this might be where we go. The toilet. Can they come in here too? I'm scared to find out the answer. Get tranquilized with a single shot, and the effect lasts a long time. Dinosaurs need to use the toilet too. Yeah, I don't think they'd be as courteous as to use the actual bathroom, though. Alright, where does this take me? There are a few things scarier than playing a survival horror game and being low on health and items and going to a place you don't recognize. Because then you always have that fear that you're gonna open a door and then just get one-shotted. Alright, how many of them are in here? You press a switch. The heck does that do? Oh, almost ran right into that. Like, there's too many places right now. I have no health. And there's dinosaurs everywhere. You've gotta be kidding me. He can just hop on the table. Lovely. Door has been unlocked. They're literally everywhere. And they're not giving me ammo. And the pistol doesn't do anything to them. A device that can rewrite the data of an ID card. The staff assigned to the first floor, second floor, and basement first floor have their ID data registered in this terminal. To rewrite the data, you need an ID card. Of course I do. I love this game. Of course it's locked from the other side. Why wouldn't it be? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do right now. It is just out of control. I'm out of pistol ammo. Alright, you know what? Hold on. We're gonna, was the last thing you did to progress. Found this door, I guess. I don't even know why the path over here was even unlocked. Let's go back to that cutscene, right? Where the dinosaurs are cornering me. If they can leave me alone for a second, which I doubt is going to happen. I want to see what this thing does here. It just barely stuns them, I guess. Oh, dear Lord. We do have a, resurrection thing. Yeah, resuscitating medicine. I don't know where it's gonna put me, though. Right there. Because why wouldn't it put me in a completely unsafe place to respawn? That didn't seem helpful. Yeah, nothing in this game is seemingly helpful at all. I think I see what Sally was saying now. Or why he was so keen to get my opinion on how this game was going to go, because it's in theory it should be right up my alley. And I mean, it is. I like it. It's just gonna take a lot more getting used to than I was expecting. Backup generator room. B1 key. Every 5 seconds. It'd be up your alley if the game would let you play. Exactly.
Still alive. Good timing.
What is it? Another lizard?
That's no lizard. It's a dinosaur.
Dinosaur?
Look, something's really wrong with this place. This whole mission has gone sour.
Hey, it's always eat or be eaten out in the battlefield. No matter who or what you're up against. Any word on the dock yet? I've got to hook up with Rick again. My radio's dead, and he's the only one who can fix it.
So nice of him to do absolutely nothing there. Can I read those notes? No. Absolutely nothing of any worth. This is where I was supposed to go the entire time. This is what was marked on the map, and there's nothing even in here. I was just supposed to come here to get that cutscene, I guess. Like, the key to get to the generator area or whatever was here. I guess they consider that enough? My god, not even any ammo. A plug. Very helpful. That didn't even stun him. Alright, I think there was a door out here I didn't open. Let me give that a shot. Turn that on. You need an ID card to unlock it. Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? I'm a bit better and can't sleep, so here I am. How's it going? Welcome back, Sally. I'm getting my ass kicked. Pretty much. To answer your question. It's, I'm having a harder time getting used to it than I was expecting. I like it. It's just very obtuse and very regressive compared to Resident Evil. Like, the UI is not very intuitive. The delay, the input delay, is giving me some issues. Oh my god. Get off. Yeah, as I said, you have 4 bullets for 30 dinosaurs and the control delay is awful. Yeah, you were right. I see exactly what you were talking about. And of course they have, not only do they have impeccable, what do you call it, like, they can get around very easily, right? Agility, that's the word I'm looking for, agility. Not only do they have impeccable agility, but they also, can open doors, which is lovely. Yeah, you're never safe. Yeah, I certainly don't feel safe. Okay, the menus are not at all well designed either. Stops the bleeding but will not recover your health. Very useful. Glad you're feeling a little bit better, though. I know you said your ribs were killing you before. What does this do? Still a great game, though. Yeah, it's like don't get me wrong. I see where this game is definitely good. I'm enjoying it. It's just, I definitely think I'm just gonna have to get over the learning curve, which I wasn't expecting because I play these kinds of games all the time. Battery is set in the battery charger. Will you remove it? Yes. Okay. Yeah, sorry for leaving too suddenly, but I needed to put heat on my ribs fast whenever it happens. No, don't apologize, please. Health always first. I don't mind one bit. Okay, hold on. We need to match these up. Which battery did they give me? Can't even really tell the picture they used. I think it's the red one, right? Can I put it in here? Yes, I can. And now, red, blue, green, white. Should be good. Now what that will do, I have no idea. But it's online.
That you, Regina?
Yeah? So, do we have power yet?
We're in the green, thanks to you. Look, I need you to come back here. There's something I have to talk to you about.
As though you can't just tell me on comms. Door is locked on the other side. She is not in a good way. Thank God. Not even sure if I'm in the right spot, but hopefully. Kind of. I need to get into the safe room. Alright, let's let him injure himself. There we go. Yeah, straight down, then through the hall. I also don't like that you have to try to leave the room to save instead of being able to just decide when to save within the room. It's kind of weird.
What's the emergency?
Gale just told me he saw someone on the underground monitor.
It flashed by pretty quick, but I'm sure I saw something. Rick, open the shutter to the underground area. What is it?
It's a distress signal from one of our team members. It must be Cooper.
Yeah, or it might be Tom. He infiltrated this facility posing as one of the researchers. Can you pinpoint the signal?
It's coming from outside of the building, to the east of the rear entrance we came in from.
Look, we'll deal with it later. Our first priority is the survivor in the underground. It could be the doc.
What are you talking about? He's asking for our help. We don't leave our own behind.
And what if it's a trap? Would you want one of us to come and rescue you?
Don't bother. I'm willing to take that risk.
Remember our mission. We're not here to babysit.
That's your way of operating, not mine.
He kind of reminds me a little bit of RE3, Carlos.
You have your access to the underground, Gale. So get moving. You handle your things your way, I'll handle my things my way.
Kind of like that guy, yeah.
Is really starting to get on my nerves. Regina, I'm heading out to investigate the underground.
What will you do? Choose the idea you believe in. Gale's idea, search for clues to find Dr. Kirk. Rick's idea, rescue your comrade immediately. Let's go with Rick. Let's rescue our comrade immediately. Hopefully I didn't just lock us into a bad ending route. Alright, so now I need to, of course, make my way across the facility again. We still are lacking the card for this, right? Yeah. And they have not given me anything. Something's in the hallway now, right? Don't like that change in music whatsoever. Alright, we'll just do our best. I think it's a straight shot from here to the end of the hall that we can go to the other side, right? Yeah. Alright, come on, do that again one more time. Thank you. Oh my god, just in time. Just as he was about to leap. And then I think through here, right? Yeah. Did I go the wrong way? No, I think that was the right way. Oh my god. Can't even get to the fucking ammo box up there. And even though I shot one of them with a tranquilizer, it just didn't do anything. Sometimes you need several shots, it's insane. You've got to be joking me. Looks like it's been ripped open by something. I can't imagine what could have done that, right? Slag bullets. Larger shot size makes them more destructive than the shotgun bullets. Okay, can I equip them now? Oh my god, auto aim is not helping right now. Also, the game has continues. I don't know what for. This is a very strange game. So many little weird design quirks. My god. Of course, drop the gun. So why wouldn't you? It's not responding now. It could become operative or operable if the power source is activated. Ouch indeed. Likely a concussion.
They came out of nowhere.
You see danger on the screen, press every button like crazy. That's what I've been doing.
Tell us what's going on here.
So it's nice to know I wasn't wrong about that.
Insane. His experiments have nothing to do with energy development.
God, all of the mixing for the
Here,
voiceovers are so low.
His wounds are pretty bad. We have to move him someplace safe immediately.
Alright, we have another code disc.
This looks pretty bad. Listen, I'll take care of it.
Would be great if we could use his, that gun he had in his hand, because it's really no use to him right now, right? Machine to save the data that has been processed at the computer terminals. The outdoors area map is on the wall. Will you record? Will you recorded the map data? Oh my god. Capcom did this a lot in the 90s. A lot of typos in their games. Yeah, I honestly think you're in a worse shape than him. What, you don't want to recorded the data? Oh my goodness. Everything about this game kind of feels like it's being held together with duct tape. I honestly didn't think it was gonna be this, oh dear. That's a weird camera shift. Oh, come on. I can't... Oh, that is so annoying. Hi, welcome in, sorry if I mispronounce your name, but... Ulaween? I believe? Welcome in. I am playing Dino Crisis, as you can see, and struggling majorly. Thank you for the first time chat. How are you doing tonight? They can even drop you on the ventilation shaft, are you serious? I just keep picking games that are quite cruel, don't I? B1 crane cart. The cart seems to be used when transporting chemical materials. Oh boy, what is all of this? Which button will you press? I don't know. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Oh god. I feel like this is going to be kind of irritating. Hey, welcome in, G-Rockstar. Hello, hello, everyone. What have I missed so far? A lot of struggling is all you have missed. I don't even understand what it is I'm trying to do here. Okay, this is really... Alright, so that one is in the way, right? Looks like you have the idea. Yeah, like, I think I get the gist of it. It's just everything in this game is so awkward. Red. Just gotta make sure that we don't seemingly get in the way, right? Oh, not the right place for that. Blue is top. Does that mean blue is last? To be honest, I don't know. I think, yeah, that looks right to me right there. And that was... Alright, so the 2 greens on the bottom work well right there, right? Middle. That's not gonna work. Which one did I put there? Red, right? Seems like it'll take a lot of trial and error. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Alright, so blue up top. Right? I wish there was an easy way to reset all of the pipes without having to go to each of these panels and do this. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. What would happen if I took off the greens and placed them elsewhere? See what happens if I do green up here. So green is probably the most straightforward, right? Let's get that out of there. Yeah, green seems like it's easy. No, can't do that one there. I did not mean to click red. That's not gonna work there. It's like, how do I get those blue pipes to match up? Let's see what happens when I put red here. Looks like red is first. But see, the thing is, it's like they don't actually... Yeah, they don't match. I feel like I kind of had this figured out in my mind. It's just the visual of it gets me really confused. Maybe I should have green in the middle. Hey, welcome in, Callisto. I'm doing okay. For the most part, I am hungry and I'm getting my ass kicked by Dino Crisis. How are you doing? How is your stream? I saw you were playing Peak. How is that going? Think you're almost there, actually. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe I should put the green in the middle. I'll give it a shot. Sick, not super. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. Is it a cold or is it something else? Alright, let's try green in the middle. I think exhaustion. Oh no. Yeah, please take care of yourself. A lot of people haven't been feeling well lately. Alright, so with the way that that's shaped, that is not gonna work. Thank you for the 3-stream streak, I really appreciate it. Yeah, please take care of yourself, Callisto. Alright, that's kind of a weird bit, right? Let me see something. Okay, that looks right. That actually looks right. Let's see what happens when I put red here. No. Okay, now we may need to mix and match a little bit, right? Or not. Gonna go rest, but just wishing you luck. Hope you and chat have a good night. Thank you so much. Yes, please get rest and feel better soon, okay? Thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate that. But please do rest and take care of yourself. Feel better soon. I'm home. Welcome home, Sushi. Thank you for the hydrate. And the stretch. And the posture check. You take care too? Yes, I will. And welcome home, Sushi. Glad you're back. God, I feel like I should have this already. Damn it. Thanks, how's it going? It's been better. It has been better. I'm just updating my mods right now. Oh, for peak later. Thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. And the head pats. Okay, I need to, let me just pull all of these off for a second. Not the green, but... Okay, I did not mean to do that. I feel like what's happening here is my, I'm getting a bit cross-eyed with these with these pipes. Oh, your hat's gone, getting sweaty, huh? I was listening at work. No, I actually I didn't even start the stream with it. Sometimes I stream without it. A reset button here would have been nice. Yes. Yeah, it really would have been. I'm like getting all confused about what thing is where. There we go. Alright. Let me think about this. If I put the blue one here, it sits that there. That looks right to me. Right? It's also silly that you have to press the same color again to remove it before you can replace it. Yeah, it's confusing. So much of this game is so confusing and just the functionality of it all. Right? Like, everything else about it is fine in principle, but it is just very awkward. Everything about it is so awkward, and I don't know why, because, again, this came out the same year as RE3. And RE3 was very intuitive in its control design and stuff like that. Very weird. If I put red here, that won't work. What about blue? See, and those pipes do not match up no matter what you do. Starting to think maybe the team behind this is the one that did 3 remake. Maybe so. It's like I don't hate it. It's just so obtuse. Everything about it is obtuse. Okay, that worked. So it's like this and this, right? That's not going to work. Neither will that. So we need to pull the greens off. But I can't do that because now those are clasped. Oh my god. Okay, I figured that was gonna happen. Alright, 1 second. Let me turn off the fan in here. It's getting kind of cold. Just a second. Okay. So at least now I know. The blues connect across like that, right? The greens connect to one another. Straight across. So let me test something real quick. Yeah, so it has to be the exact way that I put them before. So let's get that green pipe out of here for a minute. Okay. If I put that... That takes care of that one, right? Alright, so I'm thinking blue's gonna have to go last, right? I feel like my brain is in knots right now. So at least I know how those go together. Let's do red. Alright, I think we've got this. Thank God. Finally. Yeah, that should not have taken that long. I also think that it's kind of weird too, like, this game is terrible at showing you where to find, like, the instructions for stuff. Because, like, in Resident Evil, you would have had, like, a very clear, like, note somewhere to read. Here, I wouldn't even think you could interact with this if I just wasn't used to, like, clicking on everything in horror games. Because I know that's supposed to be a sign, but it doesn't really look like the texture for a sign. Like, at least a sign with as much text on it as it has. That looks like just a warning sign or something, right? And it doesn't really look like you'd be able to click on it. It's not really distinct. Which is not necessarily like a indictment of this game, it's just one of the reasons why fixed camera angles, or rather the, didn't even realize I can move this. Pre-rendered backgrounds were much better, I think, than using 3D environments at this point. Just less awkward. Alright, well at least it's online, so now we should be able to use the elevator. Can they please stop doing this? Well, I'm not going to complain about that thing mulching itself, so... Alright, let's see if the elevator actually does work now. Yeah, it's green. There was another door here that I don't think I tried. Looks like a small elevator, it's not responding, okay. Alright, so it works and we can go tell him that now.
Finally, we have access to the elevator outside.
Good. Now we can head straight down to the underground.
I'm home in comfy clothes, food and system, and I feel like shit. I'm so sorry, Purple.
So you saw the beast, right?
Yeah. Pteranodon, wasn't it?
I meant you saw that it was a real dinosaur. It's
Yes, that's what we've been trying to tell you.
Didn't I tell you?
Exactly.
This is just like that movie.
I don't know how that guy's still alive. Yeah, me either. He's being held together with scotch tape. They're crawling all over the place, right? Yeah, it's like, dude, where have you been? Yeah, I'm glad you're home, Purple. Welcome home. Unfortunately, it seems like you're in good company. A lot of people seem to be dealing with pains and other issues today.
Regina. We have to hurry. Tom's not going to last much longer.
I'll clear a path by moving these containers. You just keep an eye on Tom.
I feel like he's not gonna survive no matter what we do, but let's try our best. Don't get me wrong, I am thankful for that, but like, man, they just don't like ammo in this game, huh? Control card is required to operate the crane, of course. Where am I going to find one of those? Looks like an emergency hatch cannot be opened from this end. God, what can I do at this point? Guess I need to ride this back up. Didn't you get the crane card at the pipe? Didn't give me anything. Maybe I missed it. I'll go back and check. Now I have to run by this thing again. The one flying around. God. Check your inventory. Oh, dear lord. Okay. Yeah, it did give it to me. Hold on. I'll just rewind then. Thank you for that. Yeah, this game is confusing me a lot, honestly. It's not as clear-cut with, all the inventory stuff as Resident Evil, and it's really throwing me off. There we go. Didn't know you could rewind. Yeah, in the PS4 version, it lets you do that. I've been trying not to use it as much as possible, but for things like that, I will do that just for the sake of not making the stream annoying to watch. Okay, this is weird. I don't understand. Hold on. Start. Okay. Hook, and then back one, I guess. Release. My God, I don't understand why everything has to be so awkward in this game. Okay, hook. Sorry, I had to get a sip of water. I felt like I was gonna cough for a second. Okay, wish I could speed this up. Alright, let's just... Can't reset positions. Trying to pick up the one I just moved and put it back right over here, but... Alright. Go down here and take a look real quick. Alright, operate the crane. This is basically programming. Guess that explains why I'm not cut out for programming. Ah. This is so strange. Left. What'd that do? Yeah, let me just play with the controls a little bit. Try to wrap my head around it. Again, I wish I could reset it. Never seen you code, but as you might expect, I'm inclined to disagree. I appreciate your faith in me, but my god. But move that out of the way. We have that last crate. No, unfortunately, because that crate on the left is still blocking the way. Yeah. Let's see. We go up 2, left 1, and down. What happens? Let's go right 2, up 2, and then release. I think that is the solution here. Please let it be the solution. Nice, thank you. I think that's it. Please let it be it. Yes, finally.
Will do. Concentrate on the mission and leave the rest to me.
Right.
Oh yeah. If Gil gives you any more of his bull, be sure to beat him down for me. Okay?
I'll take it. Even though it probably won't help much, but... The dead man has a memo. Will you read it? Yes. Today's to-do. Prepare the DDKs needed to enter the laboratory area. Tomorrow, I have to go to the computer room to do maintenance on Dr. Kirk's computer. But I think I left a DDK at the large-size elevator control room when I went there yesterday to do the elevator maintenance. I'll have to check it later today. As for the other DDK, I think the rookie guy Tom, who was recently assigned to the laboratory area, has it. I'll have to borrow it from him. I have no idea how that jerk approached Kirk, but he seems to have gained his complete trust. It's weird how nobody knows his past history. Door has been unlocked. Where does this lead?
Rick, watch out! Chew on this!
Wait, what is happening? Oh my god, med pack. We have to take that right now. Thank God. Door has been unlocked. Okay, this is one of the generator rooms. So we unlocked a little bit of a shortcut, right? Yeah, I remember where this is. Okay, good. That actually helps us quite a bit. And this should go right back out to that main area, right? Yeah. Okay, but where did the two of them go? Oh, I hate these sequences so much. Alright, whatever. At least he got insta-killed. Alright, nothing I can do with that. Nothing happened. How far away did they get? In here, maybe? What am I looking at? Oh my god. Disgusting. Most of them, if you fail them, you die. Oh, those little sequences that pop up. Finally, here we are.
Rick,
He's dead.
it's not your fault.
Yeah. I'll be in the control room.
How the hell did that happen? It's Tom's corpse. He has been savagely slashed. Can I take his weapon, please? I guess that would make too much sense. Go to Hall B1 to trigger Gale's event? Okay. Thank you. Patient's bed. There's no sign that it has been used. Alright, let me Let's get this. Okay, we finally got the ID card. The card data may be overwritten when facility personnel changes occur. So we know there's a room. Yeah, I remember the room where the machine is for that. Yes, I will take the med pack. Oh, there's another one? How many of these can I actually take? Okay, that was it. It's a computer terminal that can access a researcher's database. Nothing looks useful. Okay. Yes, let's definitely save it. Let me also make a save state. There we go. Just in case. Okay, see, it loops back around. Alright. So Hall B1, right? So I guess that's... Tricky reading this map without any labels on it. Ugh. These things are disgusting.
Regina, what's taking so long? We've got a job to finish.
We found Tom. He didn't make it.
That idiot.
How do things look over on your end?
I'm in the lab area. I know the doc's still hiding around here somewhere.
I can see an elevator from here. Maybe I can use that to go down from the first floor.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, thank you for the information. Oh god, he's... Come on. You have to take the elevator from the first floor. Alright, was there anything I didn't look at in here? No, I think we were good. We can safely not deal with that. Alright, I'm gonna go back up to the save room and save it. And I might call it there. Yeah, if you'd like to follow, I'm gonna be playing this game for the next well, the next two streams are going to be collabs, so it won't be this game in particular, but I'm going to be playing this moving forward. So if you'd like to keep dropping by and checking it out, feel free to follow. Alright, let's step in here for a second. I just want to test something. Yeah, okay. I have to actually put the information on the ID card. That's what I figured. Alright. So I will, save it here. I think I can save it in this room. Yeah. We'll do two things here. One, I will make a save state. And then I will properly save it. So I actually want to test and see how that works on here. It actually will read the data the way it's supposed to or not. Because I know with the Nintendo Switch Online, for example, sometimes some games don't really work when you try to use the in-game save and you have to make a save state. So I'm kind of curious to test this one. But anyway, let me switch this over. Alrighty, thank you everybody for coming in. I know this was kind of an abrupt stream. Like I said, some circumstances kind of got in the way and prevented me from going live when I wanted to, but it is what it is. Yeah, I am enjoying this game so far. It is tricky, and it's definitely going to take a lot of getting used to. But I do think I'm already doing a better job than I was at the start of it, despite the hiccups and whatnot. So we'll see how I continue to fare as we go along. But yeah, I am enjoying it. I do like it. And I'm looking forward to playing more of it. Tomorrow is the collab for Yap Yap. I will be playing with Mari, Akira, and Mistlock. And then, don't know what I'm going to do Saturday yet. I might take Saturday off to rest because normally Sunday is my rest day. But Sunday I'm going to be collabing with Spooky Sushi and we're going to be playing Fortnite. So in that case, I may take Saturday off since I will be doing Sunday and then probably Monday as well. So we will see. But yeah, in the meantime, I'll try to get some more work done on YouTube videos. I have the next game already lined up. I just got to record it. So we'll see when I do that. Maybe I should take Saturday to do that. And for the record, tomorrow's stream will start at 7 p.m. EDT rather than the usual 5:30 for me. Because that's like the sweet spot for everybody in the group. So that's how we're going to do it. But yeah, anyway, let's find somebody to raid. And you're all welcome for the stream. Thank you all for showing up and for everybody that helped out and whatnot. I always appreciate that. It's fun. Almost kind of makes it feel like we're all sitting in the same room together playing the game and just chatting about it. It's fun. Alright, let's see. Who's online? Oh, there's actually quite a few choices here tonight. All right. We're gonna raid into Neo Sunday. We raided them the other day. And right now it looks like they're playing Coin Pit? At least I think that's what they're playing. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and raid them. So thanks everybody for dropping by tonight. I really appreciate it, and I'll be seeing you again tomorrow. As always, stay spellbound.